What's going on, everybody? David here. Today we're going to talk about why I don't use AutoPay to pay my credit card off. But first off, on this channel, we talk about inspiring people to travel more. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you can get future updates on my videos. Okay, so I want to talk about this. There was a question in the comment section that said, why don't you just use AutoPay? Because I always tell people every 2 weeks I look at my bill and I make my payments. So I make sure I pay it off at least every 2 weeks, and I don't let it go past that. And they said, well, why don't you just have auto pay? Then you don't have to worry about it. You just use your credit card and then automatically we'll pay it. And that, for some, that might work. For me, it doesn't. And let me explain to you why. The main reason is I want to know how much I'm spending every 2 weeks on my credit card. And this has helped me save money, believe it or not, because when I get paid every 2 weeks. So when I get paid, I sit down, I look at my credit card statement, and I can see all the money that I've spent. And then I can see, and just to give you an example, let's say I spent $700 on all my purchases on my credit cards in that 2 week period. Well, I can look at that, and then let's say a couple months down the road, I look at it again, and now it's $1,000. Well, I'm wondering, why is it $1,000 this time? It was only $700 before, and so I can really track how much money that I'm spending, and I'm doing that every 2 weeks. Now, if I have auto pay, I'm not really worried about it. I'm just using my credit card, and as long as the money's in my bank account, it's going ahead and doing the auto pay. So it's one of those things. I want to know exactly how much money I'm spending on my credit cards. Plus, I pay attention to it a lot more. Like, I won't be, if I'm in a situation where I don't do impulse buys. So if I'm shopping, things like that, and I'm looking, oh, you know what? I want to purchase this. It's $300. It's $400. If I don't have the money in the bank, then I'm not going to make the purchase using my credit card. I use my credit card for all my purchases, so I just won't make the purchase, period. And so it's good for me to every 2 weeks sit down and look at that, because then I can kind of say, okay, I spent $700 this month. Next month, I'm going to spend a little less because I need to have an extra $300 in there so I can make this this large purchase that I'm thinking about making, or what have you. And so that's usually how I work it. So never use auto pay. That's just the way that I work. I always sit down and do it the old-fashioned way. And it's not even, I mean, it's so easy now. It's so streamlined online. All I need to do is get on there and see exactly how much money I've spent, and then just hit an extra button, and then it'll go ahead and pay. So auto pay makes it a little easier because you don't have to look at anything, but I want to look at things because it helps me when it comes to saving money, because now I can monitor exactly how much money that I'm spending on my credit cards. Plus, it's a good idea to check your credit cards regularly, because what if someone were to get into your account? We just saw Capital One, they had a breach. So things happen where they can get your information, they can be using your credit card, and you might not know about it. So it's always a good idea to be on it and check to see exactly how much money is on there, and see where that money's going, see what you're making purchase, or what you're purchasing, so you can ward off anything like that if it were ever to happen. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. I'd love to know what you guys think, though. What is your routine? How do you pay off your credit cards? Please post in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.